Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at something old and something quite rare these days. We are looking at the 1970 release by Dinky Toys from their Gerry Anderson's Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons series of die-cast vehicles. And this particular one we are looking at today is of the Captain Scarlet Spectrum Pursuit vehicle, or the SPV as it's otherwise known as. And this is the box that it comes in. Okay, so the front of the box, it says direct from Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Dinky Toys Spectrum Pursuit vehicle. Okay, and if I just lift the box up, I turn it over, it says Dinky Toys, based on Gerry Anderson's TV series Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Associated Television Overseas Limited, licensed by Century 21 Merchandising Limited, London, England. And if we turn it back over this side, yeah, it's the same as it was on the other side. Direct from Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Spectrum Pursuit vehicle, Dinky Toys. And the same on this side, you've got Dinky Toys and you've got an image of the model itself. And if we turn around to the flap, it says Dinky Toys number 104, Spectrum Pursuit vehicle. Front hatch opens to fire rocket, side hatch opens and seat automatically lowers Captain Scarlet to the ground. Rear track unit can be raised and lowered, and twin aerials fold down and their suspension. And I think the other end, yeah, so the other end is pretty much the same. Front hatch opens to fire rocket, side hatch opens and seat automatically lowers Captain Scarlet to the ground. Rear track unit can be raised and lowered, twin aerials fold down, suspension. Okay, again, Dinky Toys 104 Spectrum Pursuit vehicle. It's got on there another Meccano product. Okay, so that is the box. What I'm going to do now is open it up and let's have a look at it inside. Okay, so I removed the model from the box and it comes on this display plinth. Now, I think all the models from the 1960s and early 70s, the Dinky release, certainly the TV tie-in ones, all came on these display plinths. I know all the Gerry Anderson ones had them. I know the Batmobile did and the James Bond ones did. So yeah, a lot of them came on the display. I don't think they all did, but a lot of them did. Anyway, so this is the display plinth. It says direct from Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Dinky Toys, dynamic action features, Spectrum Pursuit vehicle 104. If I turn it to the side, we've got Dinky Toys 104 again. And if I turn it, there's nothing on the back. It says caution, do not point missile at people. So that is the... Oh, and it just folds down to go back inside the box, so it just goes in like that. So that's the display plinth, but we're not interested in the display plinth, so let's remove the model and have a look at it off of the plinth. Okay, so this is the SPV, as it says on the side there, and you've got the Spectrum sticker on the side there, and you've also got the Spectron sticker on the front. And again on the other side, all Spectrum logos. Now there's a few functions on this particular model. So you've got the aerials, the tracks, the Captain Scarlet figure, and the firing torpedo. So let's start with a torpedo, which is already loaded into the front of the Spectrum Pursuit vehicle. And to fire it, you simply just press down on the suspension and the torpedo pops out, as you can see. And it's just a little standard torpedo. Yeah, it says be careful, don't aim at people, but it really doesn't fire out that far to worry about harming anybody. Okay, we'll put that back in a second. So the aerials, they raise up simply by turning the wheel, lifting the wheel, or rotating the wheel, and so you can have the aerials up or down, whatever you prefer. The side tracks, well, they come down, they're like tank tracks, and they do rotate, as you can see. The tracks go around, and that's for going over rough terrain. You've got 5 wheels on each side, 3 large, 2 small. And there we go. And on the bottom of the model, it says Dinky Toys, Meccano Limited, made in England, Spectrum Pursuit vehicle. And it's got, on this side, it's got 104, made under license for Century 21 Toys Limited. Now, some of this text got removed on later versions. This is the very first release of the Captain Scarlet SPV model. You can tell that by the Century 21 Toys Limited on the bottom. They took that off. And also which I'm going to show you now, is how the Captain Scarlet figure comes out. You pop that and he comes out and he drops to the floor. Now on the later versions, he came out and just sat there. He didn't actually get lowered to the floor. So the early versions had him dropping to the floor. The later versions didn't. So, and then you just lift him up and close it back in. You can shut the torpedo bay down again, and you can either lower the tracks or keep them up. And the same with the wheels, lower with the aerials, up or down, whatever preference you prefer. Okay, size-wise, now this model is quite large and quite heavy. So it's 16 centimeters long. Width-wise, we're looking at 7 centimeters wide. And height-wise, from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the button, you're looking at 6 centimeters. Now it is made of solid die-cast metal. Most of it is metal. There's a few plastic bits on it, like the bumper and the button at the top. The white section at the top there is all plastic. Other than that, it's pretty much all metal, apart from obviously the rubber tires. So hence the reason why it's so heavy. Obviously the missile is plastic, and the Captain Scarlet miniature figure is plastic, sitting on his chair, and it's a plastic arm that brings him out of the SPV. And obviously back onto the torpedo, to load it, you've got a little section inside there, and the torpedo just sits inside. You push it all the way in and then lock it down, and that's the torpedo back loaded into the model. Now it is a very, very nice model, does look the part, and was really a detailed model that really resembled the one on the television screens, which you can see on the artwork image of it on the back of the display plinth there. So how well do these do? Well, I have to say they've done bloody well. All of the Dinky Toys from that era, especially with the ones that were TV tied in, just flew off the shelves. I mean, back in the 60s and 70s, we had no such things as videos and DVD players and streaming. None of that existed. So in order to try and recreate your television program, you had the toys to do it, and this was particularly one of them. All the kids of the time was obviously into Captain Scarlet, a very, very big television program, and Dinky cashed in on that by getting the license from Century 21 to manufacture and produce the toys, and they all did very well. I think they've done quite a few. So there was this one, the SPV, there was the MPV and the Spectrum saloon car. So they've done 3 vehicles. I can't remember them doing Angel Interceptor, and I can't remember anything else being done by Dinky. So I think it was pretty much just those 3 vehicles, but all of them, again, highly detailed and very, very true to the television show. And like I say, they've done phenomenally well for Dinky. But you know, with anything, the TV series comes to an end, and the next program came on, and the line come to an end, and the next phase of toys were produced, and this was no exception. But there was I think 4 or 5 different versions of these. This was version 1, and then there was another one with the text removed, without the drop down Captain Scarlet, and there was a few different paint versions. There was a darker paint version, and a few subtle differences that you probably wouldn't notice unless you actually compared the 2 models together. Anyway, trying to find one like this in this condition is not easy these days. You can pick them up, don't get me wrong, you can pick these up willy-nilly on most platforms. There was an absolute abundance of these sold, so there's a lot of them around. But finding them in this condition, in the original box, is not quite so easy. fully functional, everything's intact, nothing missing, the stickers are still on, and everything works. And obviously it's on the display plinth, even though the display plinth is somewhat worn and there's a few tears on it, and the same with the box, it is worn obviously, and one of the M flaps has come loose and been taped back on, but generally it's other than that, it's in very, very good condition, and the model itself is in fantastic condition. It doesn't look like it's had much play wear at all. It looks like it's probably just been used as a display item, but it is a fantastic model, and I think Dinky really outdone themselves with the Captain Scarlet range that they produced back in the late 1960s, early 1970s. And of course, trying to find them in this condition is not quite so easy, but as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Dinky toys, and many other vintage toy games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we are shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.